I want to tell young people that education and employment, or education and richness, are two different things. Before Corona came, I used to go around schools, especially private schools, and I would talk to, I think I'm a motivational speaker. So I would talk to young boys and girls and then come out. But when Corona came, I think I should revive that. Uh, but then this is one of the stories that I used to tell young people, young Kenyans, about two friends. Two friends used to be in the same school. One was from a rich family, another one was from a poor family, but they were very, very close friends. When they were very, very close friends, this one from the rich family, whenever his parents would buy him soap, let's say three soaps, he would take one and give it to the friend. And when it came to things such as after preps in the evening, he used to have Milo, Nescafe, etc., etc. So during preps at night, this boy from the poor family, who was very clever, he would coach this other one. They would do a lot of the coaching and whatever during preps time. And when they completed their Form 4, the one from the poor family got a B minus, and the one from the rich family got a D plus. I do believe, because I know them, I do believe that if they were not friends, maybe he would have even got a D plane or even a D minus. But he got a D plus because of the encouragement and the coaching of his friend from a poor family. Now they completed school. They met somewhere in Nairobi. If you know a place called Wanye Road, there is a steep hill there. One day, this fellow from the poor family was walking, and a vehicle honked at him, and the vehicle stopped at a distance ahead of him. He rushed there and saw that it was his cube mate in school. He was driving. The cube mate took him. Of course, he knew he was from a rich family. So the cube mate took him, asked him. Those days, if you had a B plane, is when you would go to the university. There were few universities. So you had to get a B plane. And this fellow from the poor family had got a B minus. Going to colleges for a diploma, those days, diploma you used to pay from your pocket. So going for diploma was more expensive than going for university, because university the government would pay for you. Diploma you paid everything from your pocket. So he was unemployed, he was looking for jobs here and there, and this one was from a rich family. Mambo ya masomo ilikwamia hapo. So they sat together, they entered the vehicle, they went to this young man's house, a one-bedroomed house, sat there. You know, when you are from a poor family and you have not eaten, chakula unakula ya watu watatu, or you unakula watu wawili, and then after 1 hour then you eat another one. Then from there, there's a supermarket there used to be called Omwavo. Went there, wakafanyiwa shopping, he was taken to his mabati 10 by 10. So they used to meet regularly. Even this boy from the rich family would pay the rent for this one, whatever. And then one day he told him, kijana, rafiki yangu, just look here. Kwa nini uteseke, whatever. There's a way you can make money. you can make a lot of money. Said what? It needs traveling. It needs traveling. Traveling where? Kisumu, Kakamega, or even Mombasa? No, 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 no. Once a week you'll be boarding a plane. Fellow said, look here, me boarding a plane? Yes, you'll be boarding a plane. Be going to Bombay. Those days it used to be called Bombay. Nowadays it's called Mumbai. So you would go to Bombay once a week. You carry a baggage, and then after you leave Jomo Kenyatta Airport, you give it to somebody. Somebody will just come and you give it to him. After giving that person that luggage, you come back. So the whole week you just stay idle. Just stay idle in the house, whatever. Then the time comes, you go and travel, and then you get out. This young man became rich. He even started driving himself. He was building a house for his parents, but the house was never completed. Now, what he did not know was that whenever he left Nairobi, he went to Bombay. He would arrive at Bombay, have supper, eat, then come back to Kenya. And as he's preparing to come back to Kenya, he'd get somebody who would give him a briefcase, and he would carry that briefcase all the way to Jomo Kenyatta. After alighting at Jomo Kenyatta, each time there was a different person. Somebody would just come, give him a password, he would give him the briefcase, and there it is. But you see, in life, pesa ya magendo, it doesn't build anything. But once you start building something, then it goes. And then again, when you start, this young man, when he started, he only knew his schoolmate, classmate. But as time went on, he started knowing more people. And he started realizing that he is being underpaid. You know, those days, the first days, imagine going to Bombay for a day and back, and you are given 200,000. He could not believe it, would be shaking. But every trip he would be given a quarter of a million. But it reached a time when he felt a quarter of a million was not enough. He wanted more. He knew more people. And you see, on one side, he's knowing a lot of people who are involved in it. So he's a security threat that when he's arrested, he will disclose them. On the other side, he's understanding that the things that he's carrying, imagine, he's being given half a million. Okay, by then it was 350 because they had risen it twice by 50-50. He knew that if he squeezes them all, maybe per trip, he would even get 1 million. Now here are these people who know that if they get rid of him and get another person from a poor family, he's getting 350, he's dangerous, he knows a lot of things, he does ABCD, we can dispose of him and have another one who is cheaper. And then again, we have the intelligence officers who train the airport, the flight attendants. I know of a case of somebody who used to swallow pellets. Swallow pellets in the stomach, they're in the stomach, and then he would go to Bombay and come back. So first thing that the intelligence officers do, criminal intelligence officers do, is first of all they notice that there is a way, there is a system. They notice that drugs go to America from Bombay to East Africa, then especially Kenya. Then from Kenya, they are taken to America. Remember, Americans are against that trade, not because it is bad for you and me or anybody else. No, it is because American youths are turning zombies. They're turning zombies. So they give a lot of money to the Kenya anti-narcotics unit and so on, and even the airplanes. So they study you, the way you move. Even if you try to mask your movement and whatever, they'll just notice. So this other second fellow used to swallow that. And you see, you swallow it in Bombay, and the thing stay in your stomach for 8 hours. Then in Nairobi, you are light, you go to the toilet, you remove that through and then wash it. Either if it is you taking them to Europe, or if it is another person, you give it to him. Very few are ladies. Then he swallows it. Then the plane goes for about 8 hours. He alights, let's say in London, gets an. That is how these things are done. And let me tell you, my friend, if that pellet bursts in your stomach, unaona vile unapitaga mtu ukienda kudiarrhea. That is how you'll get St. Peter on the gate of heaven. Akijaribu kuangalia kama jina yako iko whatever, utamsukuma unaenda uko kudiarrhea uko heaven ndani. That is how it is. So when the fellow, first of all, the body acts in a very funny way, that if you stay for long without eating, then your lips get dry. Your lips get dry, and when they are dry, it shows that they're asking for food, and you yawn a lot. So there is this thing in the stomach that is called, people call it towel. They scratch food. They scratch food the way we use a file. The way we use a file on a metal. But when they scratch, they find that it is plastic. It is the condom that you have in the stomach. And so it sends a message to the brain that you're hungry, and you start yawning. On a plane, food and drinks are free, unless you want to take alcohol and cigarette. But food and is free. So you are yawning, your mouth is dry, whatever. But when you are told, would you eat anything, would you drink anything, you refuse. Why do they refuse to eat and drink? It's because when you eat, it comes on the top floor, pushes the other one, and then after a few hours you eat, so it will force you to go to the toilets while you're on the plane, and you're supposed to go to the toilets while you reach in Nairobi. That is somebody who swallows the pellets. Now I'm talking about our friend. Our friend now had developed, he had bought land. You see the detectives look at you. You are not employed. You stay in a house. You stay in a house in Eastlands. You rarely get out of the house. It is only once a week that you go out. And then you have bought a lot of properties. You have bought a lot of properties. So they start wondering, where did you get this money? Are you a what do you call it? Money launderer? Money launderer are these people who are given money by Al-Shabaab. So they want to invest. They want to know where you get that money. The moment they get the idea that you get it genuinely, they'll leave you. So this young man with a B minus started buying properties, started constructing house for the house. You see, that attracted the attention. Where is he getting the money? He's going abroad regularly. He's whatever. That is one way, because you never know who betrayed them. And you may even be betrayed by more than one source. And on the other side, those people who are sending him out are now tired of him. Now they want to dispose of him. One day he came, and usually kisirani inakujaga wakati you have so many ideas. Imagine you have called your parents, unawambia nitakuja, nitamjengea nyumba ushago ile inakaa kama ya Kilelesho. And then when you are alighting at the airport, instead of the person who comes there with a password, it is detectives from anti-narcotic unit. They arrest you. After arresting you, you will be taken to a toilet at the airport police station. Nyi mnasemaga tu kazi ya polisi. There you'll get a Mluya from Isuhaland ata prepare very heavy ugali, and you'll have to eat. You'll have to eat. After 4 hours again ata prepare ugali ingine na kasupu kadogo kakuterebusha, so that it pushes whatever is in your stomach. pushes whatever is in your stomach. Wakati unataka kwenda choo, they'll tell you no, you'll not go to the toilet. They place a newspaper, you go there, unahara kwa hiyo gazeti. After that they check whether that is there. That is when they wash it. When you see it in the newspaper saying we found him with these pellets in his stomach, usifikiri ilikuwa hivyo. They washed it. Otherwise, accept what God has given you. The best richness is not the pocket, but the best richness are two, the heart and the head. Thank you.